think we're recording. There we go. I'm going to keep all of these. Yeah, all right. Clear my inventory and then we'll start. But welcome, everyone welcoming in, or walking in. Welcoming in. I am welcoming you in. There we go. There it is. Now I hope you brought some popcorn. Because we have Survival Sunday, so this is going to be very exciting. Survival Sunday. This week I am on my old main account, I guess you will. This is on Xbox, and this was my original Division account for the game. And whenever I first decided to start a YouTube channel, it was on this account. So it's kind of fun. Yo, Rick Velassi, what's up? Uncle Ricky. I miss listening to Rick Velassi. That used to be very humbling, very calming, listening to what's going on in the Division universe, you know, through Rick Velassi's podcast, Pirate Radio. All right, so Survival Sunday, huh? All right, let's get this started, shall we? All right, here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Survival Sunday video. So I hope you enjoy. It's going to be a long one. Remember, survival is a long game mode. It's the ultimate game mode in my opinion, and it's my favorite game mode in the entire Tom Clancy lineup. Anything Division, survival, PvP is my numero uno. That is my number one. So I hope you enjoy this. It is going to be another episode of Survival Sunday, and this will be a Xbox Series X edition. So I hope you enjoy. Now let's get through the spiel, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Here we go. Now sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now, if you ever want to join these, I usually do them on Sundays, and I do it around the time that I put the kids, to nap, and while they're napping, I'll do a survival run, and usually by the time my survival run's done, they'll wake up. So hopefully we don't have any crazy emergencies. But if you ever want to join in, it's usually about midday Eastern time on one of the platforms. I jump back and forth from Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I do have this on all platforms. But all right, here we go. So Xbox, here it is. And our highest score is 36,084.
Let's talk.
I don't know if we'll be beating that today, but we'll try to get up there. I usually get between, on average, probably 14 to 24,000. So yeah, I really do like this, the graffiti, the art in this game, the entire just immersion, the whole New York City. It just feels warm to me, and I think that's what really makes this this game so special to people, is that there's really nothing like this. It felt real. You could see yourself in this, and I don't know. It really felt good, especially with like that weather and then the snow and then the high cityscapes, and I don't know. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about what's going on with the Division 2. Because, I don't know.
Better get going.
It really just seems to be going in a roller coaster. And I think the problem with that is you lose a lot of people when it's a roller coaster in such, dramatic fashion. Basically what I'm saying is a roller coaster is kind of like a wave, right? You have ups and you have downs, you know. And the problem is the ups have been okay. They've been good, but the downs have been very, very bad. And I think that's what's really hurting the community right now in the Division 2. Is that we're in another down, and it's getting to the point where it's so far down that people are like either jumping ship, you know, taking time off, what have you. But the overall state of the game right now for the Division 2 is very poor. And it sucks to say that because I'm such a huge fan of this franchise and of this, you know, I don't know, game where the Division sucked me in. I love this game. It was to the point where I was doing survival every morning as like a little morning ritual. I'd wake up extra early, have my coffee, do a survival run, and then start my day. And it was really fun. And I feel like the Division 2 is not right now. What is this, March? Where are we? March 19th in season 11 for the Division 2. We're just not in that area where we're not in a position where a lot of people could be like, you know, I love playing the Division 2 every day. You know what I mean? Where if I were to come back to here and play survival, you know, or underground or resistance or do the legendaries or do the incursions or the dark zone, I mean, there's things I could do, you know, something different every single day. And I'm not saying you can't do that in the Division 2, but right now, speaking right now, March, you know, 19th, 2023, okay? Speaking right now, you can't do that because there's bugs. It's not working correctly. The connections are messed up. Where if I go to countdown, it lags so bad that the timer doesn't even start for like 3 minutes. We're already like in position to kill the hunters, and then the timer kicks on. Or like trying to do Manning National Zoo is impossible right now. They're spawning weird, and then they like teleport to you. And a lot of them are like those suicide bombers from the Outcast, and they're just like, you know, 1 second they're there, 1 second they're not. You know what I mean? Magic Man. Now you see me, now you don't. But the problem is when you see them, they blow up and they kill you instantly, and you just lag out, and then you can't leave. Hey, we're starting our match. And I think that's the problem right now with the Division 2 is that the Division 2 has always struggled when it's to have replayable content where we have these things that we can replay, but either the rewards are not there, the rewards are lackluster. Here, let me skip this. I want to see what part of the map. Let me get situated and I'll continue my conversation. And I think that's why a lot of people they praise this game and they say, you know, if they just remastered this game and then started adding on to this game, it would have, you know, a huge effect on the community. And it's because the community still loves this game. The replayability is through the roof. After 1.8, I mean, a lot of people really loved 1.7, but 1.8 balanced the game in a way that the developers were happy, and it made it to where a majority, I'm not going to say all, but a majority of the community was happy as well. I know that some people loved 1.3, 1.5, but, you know, the way it is now, oh man, there's only 2 people in this game. Okay. Where am I? Let's see here. So I want to go over there. All right. Piece of candy. All right. Get through this camp without dying.
Drop in core temperature detected.
There we go. First wave, M1A. That kind of stinks, but whatever. Better than nothing, right?
Body temperature is now critically below normal.
And then there's fire right here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what I'm saying is the Division 2 has these things that should be replayable, right? On paper, they have a lot of things, if not more, than this game, than the first game.
Core temperature is below
But
optimal levels.
like I'm saying, oh, wrong way. Like I'm saying with the rewards, like let's just take this new Resident Evil event. When I say new, I'm being very, sarcastic. They're replaying the Resident Evil event for season 11. Now, at first, I was upset, right? I was like, yo, we already had the Resident Evil event, and it sucked because it was supposed to be a game mode, and they lowered it from a game mode to an apparel event. Now, I'm not saying it sucked as in the apparel sucked. No, the apparel is amazing. My second character has the entire outfit. It looks like Jill Valentine, but with like the Nemesis mask or like the Hunk mask, something funny. Anyways, what I'm saying is the apparel is really nice and fun. I mean, I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil's a really good gaming franchise as well. I grew up on on those as well. But as a event, it wasn't the best. Overall, it was 14 items. You had a login outfit, and then you had some patches and backpack trophies you could earn along the way. But overall, that was it. Where nowadays we get a apparel event and it's, like 34, 30 items, something like that, just about double what we were getting back then. And it was a different, development team that did that apparel event, a couple years ago. That was, what was that? That was right after Warlords of New York. So that was right as the baton was getting switched over, is when this event went from a new game mode to a apparel event. Now, what we know about it being reintroduced in Season 11 is that it's going to be a one-for-one rerun of the same event. So it's same outfit, same thing. Now, I think what Pale, the art producer for the game right now at Massive Entertainment, what he recently said is that it will have all of the items from the original event except for one of the arm patches. And I believe it's the 25th anniversary patch, because that was the entire reason for the apparel event back then, was to celebrate 25 years of Resident Evil. And now what they are doing is they are celebrating Resident Evil, but in a different way this time around. So they're going to bring back out that apparel event to promote Resident Evil, but at the same time, it's going to, drive up sales for the Division 2 at the same time, right? Because Resident Evil was easily one of their most profitable, events that the Division franchise has ever done. You had Warlords of New York, which was their biggest peak. And then you also had this Codename Nightmare apparel event. It was huge. Everybody, when it came out, everybody was on it. Now, it was delayed. I believe when they first announced it, they announced it at Ubisoft Forward in 2020. And they said it was coming that winter. And it was originally slated, I think it was like September, then it got moved to November. And then Yannick went on State of the Game and said it's going to get pushed to February of 2021, and it would not be a game mode anymore. It was only going to be an apparel event, and that's when everyone got upset, and rightfully so, because what they were telling us we were getting was like a zombies Kinley College. You know what I mean? And that's what they were promoting. It was a reimagined Kinley College in the world of Resident Evil. And I thought that was huge. I thought that was going to be so big. Think of like how Rainbow Six Siege, they did Extraction, and it was like a holiday event, right? It was for Halloween. Well, it was kind of like that with this Resident Evil thing, but, for the Division 2. Where if that was popular enough, they could have either extended it or, made something of it. Because Kinley College, and this is my entire point of bringing this up, is Kinley College is a replayable game mode within the Division 2 that nobody plays. Nobody. And I'm not saying, like, there might be 10 or maybe 15 people that do play it every time it comes back around because they enjoy it. But overall, there's a big part of the community that doesn't know what Kinley College is. And then another huge chunk of the community that as soon as they got the diamond back, they never did Kinley College again. Because once you got that exotic, that was it. You didn't need to do Kinley College again. And this kind of goes back to the point where they have replayable content, but there's no incentive to play it. Right? So I'll give you another example about Kinley College, right? Because Kinley College is a timed event. It's like speed running. You can speed run these 3 different areas. It's pretty cool. It's its own, thing. And it's really enjoyable. However, once you do it, there's no reason to do it again. And that's the point of all of this. So there's Kinley College, that's one game mode that's not replayable. The reasons are not there. Then you have the summit, right? Well, the summit, once you go up to 100 and defeat the hunters and get the mask, that's it. You can do the summit challenges and get the capacitor for the first time ever if you haven't already. But besides that, what is it that you're doing in the summit? So the only incentive of replaying the summit would be legendary content. Because outside of the summit, the only way you can play legendary is in those strongholds, right? So the summit does have that one part of replayability, and that's legendary. However, that only applies to a very small amount of the community. So again, you have Kinley College where it is replayable, but only for a small amount of people. And then you have the summit, which is 100 floors of roughly the exact same design all the way up. And then you have your hunters, you get your mask, and if you do your summit challenges, you'll get the capacitor, and then that's it. Oh, then you had the Ridgeway's Pride chest piece. But then again, remember that these things were added to the general loot. So you can get them without even going to the summit. So again, the replayability factor there is low, very low. To the fact where it's only for those people that do legendaries. because you can do normal, hard, challenging, heroic on all other, forms of the game modes. So what makes the summit special? Well, it has the hunters at floor 100, but then that's it. So the only other thing that makes the summit special is legendary. Eh, so then that's two of your big game modes, right? Next up, you have countdown. Okay. But right now, as of what are we, March, right? As of right now, countdown is not playable. It's littered with bugs. It is not playable. It's really, really hard to even get a game started in countdown right now. And yeah, a lot of people think countdown is repetitive. I mean, I enjoy it for the overall farming aspect of it. You do get a lot out of it as far as gear and targeted loot. But right now it's not playable. So then what do you do? Because now that's your new shiny toy, right? I mean, that's your new thing. Hey everyone, come play countdown. And then if not, you could revert back to the summit or revert back to Kinley College, but those aren't really replayable in my opinion unless you're a part of that small portion of the community which represent, I get it. So then what? Then you have the dark zone, right? Okay. Well, people are furious about the dark zone right now. I mean, every time I do any sort of video saying, hey, you know, try this in the dark zone. Hey, you know, farm this in the dark zone. Hey, take this route and get these things in the dark zone. You have so many people that stand up and say, why would I go into the dark zone? Rogues are waiting at the checkpoint and just killing whoever, enters the dark zone. And it's like, yeah, you might be right. High risk, high reward. That's the cocky thing that Red Storm said way back in the day for State of the Game.
Core temperature is below
And,
optimal
rightfully
levels.
so. It's the Dark Zone. However, it's not like the Dark Zone in the first game. It's not big enough. You can't have a PvE/PvP server in the Division 2 like you can the Division 1. Because in the Division 1, you have the big Dark Zone. I could go and farm in DZ 8 and 9 while manhunts are going off in DZ 6. And then you have 1v1s down in DZ 3. You know what I mean? I mean, back in Division 1 days, that was a typical Dark Zone. You would have all types of players in the exact same Dark Zone having a blast. And nowadays, you can't. You cannot. It only allows up to 12 people, okay? So let's just say, right? Let's just say that there are two groups of rogues. That's 8 people total. That leaves room for only 4, right? Well, if you're in there solo,
Warning. Immune response
that means
detected.
the only
Infection
next,
imminent.
group of people that can join that lobby would be a group of 3, right?
Infection progress halted.
Or a group of 2 or another solo person. Well, those rogues are fighting whoever's, entering the dark zone. You can't really farm solo because as soon as they see a red landmark, they're going to come kill you, right? I don't know. I mean, it's hard out there to enjoy the Division 2 in its current state
Detecting lower
because
core body temperature.
the
Critical
things
zone
that should be
increased.
replayable are not. And the state of which, things are right now are either lagging out or unplayable themselves. For another example, we have Camp White Oak right now in the Division 2. Well, Camp White Oak is also a part of the League event that's going on right now for Chunks in Season 11. Well, it's lagging so bad that you can't play it. So if you can't play the mission, how are you supposed to speedrun it for the League event? And for some reason this week, I can't do Camp White Oak or the DARPA Labs mission. Where last week it wasn't as bad, but this week it's just unplayable. I can't even like, you know, shoot my skills without it lagging, and then I get like this like crazy, lag and damage, where the enemies will run at me, hit me a few times, kill me, and then they'll die from when I hit them before all of that. It's like crazy lag. I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. And this is why I'm talking about how this game goes in waves, right? Now, this would be considered the down part of a wave, right? It's like right before we get year 5 and whatever big announcement, and then, Heartland's around the corner, and then you have Resurgence, and then you have, the new game mode Descent, and then you have all these other things on the horizon. On the horizon. But then you look around and you're like, yeah, but right now, things suck. And it sucks to even say that. But what? You're supposed to be happy with the current state of the game right now? I don't know.
Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
It's like season 11 is riddled. Like, the whole thing has bugs. I'm using the ninja bike, and every time I go anywhere on the map, I have to immediately take off the ninja bike, switch my gear around, and put it back on just to fix it because it's bugged. It's so horrible. And that was their main selling factor for season 11. It was, hey guys, we know it's the season of the sniper, but look at this. We have the Ninja Bike messenger bag. And guess what? Anyone can use it because it's universal and you can make a hybrid build for anything you want. And then everyone's like, hell yeah, let's go. It came from the first game. It gave you all those different options. It's not like the best thing ever, but it does make for some really unique builds that will work. And it makes it really fun to build again. And that's the whole thing about this series, the Division and the Division 2, is the builds. The builds are a big factor in the end game. Like, you need certain builds for certain incursions, you need certain builds for certain missions, you need certain builds for the Dark Zone or for Last Stand PvP, and the Ninja Bike really helps with that. However, it's under the known issues board to be broken until 17.2. 17.2 has another 6 weeks. I think it's like 5 weeks and like 3 days now, something like that, but 6 weeks. So we have to wait 6 weeks? Is that what you're saying? Another 6 weeks? The Ninja Bike messenger bag has been broken since it came out 2 weeks ago. And you're saying we have to wait another 6 weeks for you to fix it? Like, what's the point of playing? What is the point? At that point, what are you playing Season 11 for? Unless you really like those 2 new named weapons, the Prophet and the Relic. I mean, I said that in the PTS. I said that a lot of people would love these weapons and that they felt like they were really, really strong. In fact, during the PTS, I said the Prophet might be better than the Relic, or than the Regulus. My bad. And a lot of people were laughing. And then it comes out and people are saying it's overpowered. People are saying that it should be nerfed. And now what? Now they're nerfing it, right? That's crazy. Even though, let's be honest here, I tested out those weapons a lot, and I know exactly what's going on with them. It's not working as intended per what, the description says. People are using it in conjunction with Headhunter, that chess piece talent, and Perfect Headhunter. And what they're doing is they're tricking it to think that when they're shooting the chess, they're doing a headshot. And it's tricking, the system. A lot of people really, really like that it does that, and they really enjoy it. They feel like super powerful. Some people say it's OP, what have you. But now they're gonna change it, right? And then they get upset. So then you have something in season 11, the ninja bike, right? Well, it's broken. So then you have the two new named items, right? Well, then you change the talent. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's a nerf. The talent is being tricked right now. Like, you're tricking the talent by using it in conjunction with that other talent. So it's not working consistently. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a nerf, but they are changing it, right, to prevent this from being used in such a way. So we have this going on, right? Again, this is season 11. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep recapping just so everyone understands exactly what's going on in this game right now. Okay? You have season 11, where they just had to fix the gear set because the gear set wasn't working correctly, the backpack. Then you have an exotic, right? The Sacrum Imperium. They didn't mean to, but they have it in the game where you can re-roll the bottom attribute of the Sacrum Imperium, right? And they're asking the community on Twitter if they want to leave it in there or put a permanent bottom attribute in the Sacrum Imperium. Now, a lot of people are translating this as, oh, they're going to make it to where all exotics can be changed. And they're not. That's not what the tweet was about. They're asking about this, specific exotic. And the reason being is it's not intended for it to be used this way, but they want to know if, we want to keep it this way to where you can re-roll the bottom attribute or make it a permanent like all the other exotics. Now, what this says to me is based off of that vote, they might make future exotics to where you could, re-roll those. You know what I mean? Future exotics. They're not going to make it to where you can change the Nemesis. They're not going to make it to where you can change the Chatterbox. You know what I mean? They're not. And by the way, if you did that, you would be re-rolling your exotic and you would lose all of your expertise. They're not going to do that. Okay? They did this poll because, one, they're wondering if they should even fix their mistake with the Sacrum Imperium or if they should keep it in. And if they keep it in, they want to know if the community would like, for that to be for more exotics. Meaning, exotics in the future. Which would be pretty dope. But we'll see. We shall see. And just so everyone knows, if they do that with the bottom attribute, I'm telling you right now, the Eagle Bearer will be best in slot because I'm going to put damaged targets at a cover on there and I'm going to wax error body. It's going to be amazing, I'm telling you. Good times, good times. But anyways, back to season 11. So the state of the game is very vulnerable, right? The Division 2 is in a vulnerable state where the community is looking around kind of like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, where he's like, "What? Where You know, where is it? Where's the content, right? Because in season 11, I don't know if you've noticed, but the reward track is beyond heavy favored to those who pay for the reward track. Not if you play the game for free. To the point where you get, I believe it's 100 rewards for 100 levels for the paid track, and you might get 30 rewards for the unpaid track. So it heavily favors you to pay for it, right? Well, that means you have less rewards that you're getting total because they're lowering the rewards that you would normally get in a season reward track. Back in the day, getting a normal reward track and the premium by paying for the season pass, I believe you would get around 180 items total. But now it's seeming it's being lowered to around 130, which is a pretty big drop in overall rewards for playing the game. Okay, so right off the bat, season 11 is not rewarding enough. Then you go to the gear, right? Well, I just explained how the Sacrum Imperium isn't working as intended with the attributes. And then also the scope, you are not able to scope in and out. So part of the talent you cannot accomplish because you cannot properly use the weapon. So that exotic is not working as intended at all. Then you have the ninja bike, which is also not working as intended and bugged. So both of your exotics from season 11 are both in a bad position right now. So then you talk about your named weapons, and those are getting a talent rework. And a lot of people in the community are calling this a nerf. So then that's all of your named weapons and all of your exotics are either in a bad position or in a position where the community is upset. Okay? So you have that going on. Then you have the Resident Evil controversy, where in a normal season, we would get around 3 apparel events. If we were lucky, we would get 4, but 3 was pretty much the average number of apparel events we would get every season. Well, this season, we're only getting 1 new apparel event, just 1. And guess what? It already came out. So we don't have anything new coming into the game, except for the manhunts, right? However, right now, we are not sure what the manhunt reward is even going to be. So a lot of people are doing it for the lore and the story, which I agree. I'm a huge fan of it, and I'll do every manhunt that they ever release because it progresses the story and you get to, see where the game's going. Really cool. I enjoy it. But as far as the reward, this season, they said it's not an exotic. And when this season came out, they said publicly that they would not hide an exotic or link an exotic to the end of the manhunt. However, when you actually go to your manhunt and you look at Stovepipe, which is the main target to season 11, when you hover over his manhunt icon, it shows you the rewards, right? And it shows you get his chest piece. Now, some people are saying that that chest piece will be only an appearance mod to where you can look like you have his chest piece. Others are saying it's either a new exotic or a new named item, but it would have to be a chest piece. So let me know what you think about that. But regardless, whatever it is, it has not been announced, which would give you indicators that it might not be ready yet, which is also worrisome. Now, going back to Season 11, this brings back up the Resident Evil event. So last week, the Resident Evil event was added to the Season 11 timeline, showing everyone, hey, we're going to, bring this back. Now, the developers are saying that it's a deal with Capcom and that it's going to be a rerun of the 2021 apparel event, Resident Evil. Now, with that, some people, including myself, was initially upset because we thought this was replacing a new apparel event. Because typically, we would get around 3 new apparel events every season. And we just had our first. Well, since then, we have been told by the developers that they have reached a deal with Capcom to redo this event, and that it will be a rerun of the old event, and that you will be able to get everything except for that arm patch. So that indicates that we're not getting anything new with Season 11 until, year 5 comes around, right? We're going to get bug fixes, but then that's it for Season 11. And we're still waiting on them to fix the Ninja Bike Messenger bag, right? Now, this is why the community is in such a touchy position, because of what's going on with the game. Now, they have said that the Descent game mode will be able to be play tested during the next PTS. That's what was said during the last special report. Now, if that's the case, the PTS should be coming out within the next month. I would probably say by end of April, we would have the PTS, which would indicate, like I was saying, those waves, right? Right now we're in a really bottom wave. Well, that would indicate, we're starting to track upwards. Now, with that being said, what do we do until then? And what's going to happen? I mean, there's people that still haven't gotten their accommodation caches fixed. There's still people out there that haven't gotten their doctor home from the problems in last season. There's still a lot of things the developers are doing, and at what cost to us? What is that going to do to the community? Now remember, the more bugs, the more glitches, the more, things they don't like, I guess, like XP farms, exotic farms, those take priority over new content. So they're going to be fixing those to keep the game at a certain pace. And in doing so, the community is getting hurt the most. Because due to, things like the pandemic, we have had a lot of, waiting. It's been a lot of waiting around. And I think that as, the world is moving on from the pandemic, the community is starting to expect, the game to start picking back up on content, or, moving on to the next game, what have you. Oop, where's he at? Way up there. Okay, I see him. I'm gonna loot his body. I see him. I'm the only agent left. Let's go.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of hypothermia.
We'll make this one a short run then. I don't want to, waste too much time playing solo. I'll do my normal run and we'll get out of here for the day. It is Survival Sunday, so we're still going to do our full run in the Dark Zone. But you see what I'm talking about, though. You can start to understand why there's so many people talking negative about the Division 2 right now. Why people are such, they're touchy about it. They're so negative about it. Because going back to the Division 2 and replayability, what about conflict? They keep promising these changes to conflict, but they just moved it to, hopefully this next update, which is in a couple months. But even then, we don't know if that's going to be set in stone because it's already been delayed again. Then you have the Dark Zone, right? A lot of people still do not like the Dark Zone. You're going to need some sort of incentive. I know that bringing the exotics from the raids is an incentive in itself, but at what cost? The drop rates are so low that it's not really, it's not fair. It's not worth it for the average person. And then on top of that, you have the small PvP area, full of, rogues that are waiting to pick up these exotics. I mean, I'm sorry that I laugh, but it's true. They're gonna try to hijack every extraction. Let's be real. It's the Dark Zone. I'd do the same thing because it's the Dark Zone. And that's why a lot of people don't like the Dark Zone, because it's cutthroat. And it really is. I mean, I agree. It is. I don't know. We're gonna need something to make this wave, right? If we're at the bottom part of a wave and it's about to go back up again, we need to make sure it goes up higher this time. That way, the next time it's a low, it's nothing like what it is right now. Like, this is a really low point in the game. And it sucks because the game has so much potential. So, I don't know. Hopefully we can, get this new game mode and see what that's like. And hopefully, that'll, I don't know, spark some hope, and then hopefully we can see Heartland sometime soon, and maybe we can get something cool in year 5. I mean, there's still a lot of potential for this game to end on a high note, and that's what I'm hoping for. But as of right now, season 11, March 2023, it's at a very low point. I mean, I love that ninja bike, but it's so bugged that it's like annoying. It's like, why am I even using this until they fix it? And if that's the point, then why am I even playing this until they fix it? Like, there's, oh, you're gonna give me Resident Evil? I already have Resident Evil. I mean, yeah, you're gonna be making some money off of the people that missed it last time, but at what cost? Like, this community's been waiting patiently for years. So, like, at what cost? Like, we need something, As a community, we've waited long enough. We need something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry I just went on that tangent, but I don't even think I'd call it a tangent. I'm just talking about how I feel. And then what is this nerf to the Anderson mission? What is that crap? Like, it was a guaranteed drop. And now it's such a low drop that people are saying it's not even worth playing anymore. So there goes another replayable thing that is now not replayable. Anyways, how's everyone's Sunday going? Sorry. I had to get that off my chest. I mean, I hate where the game is right now. I hate it. It makes me cringe. It's like why? It's like you were given a slam dunk and you like, accidentally miss the ball and it goes into the crowd and then the other team gets it and game over. You remember that guy from that movie, what was it? Anger Management? And he's listening to Allen Iverson playing a 76ers game. And he's like they're at this anger management therapy meeting thing or whatever, and he's listening to the game. And he's like, "You're supposed to dunk that shit." And he's like, "It's okay, it's okay. Allen Iverson just cost us the game by throwing an air ball, but, it's okay." And that's kind of like how we are right now. It's like you were supposed to dunk it. You were given time to dunk it. You were given ample time to dunk it. And instead, you thought you'd throw a three-pointer, and you ended up costing us the game.
Warning. Immune response detected. Infection imminent.
And it stinks because there's a lot of really good people in this community that are no longer really focusing on this community anymore. And it sucks. It sucks. Because this community deserves it. I don't want to be the only person, that's still pushing this community, after years of neglect. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I want everyone to be in here supporting it with their own part of the community and supporting this franchise as a whole. Like it could be such a really big community. It could be huge. And I think that the people that are a part of this community now are so loyal to this franchise that I really think they could build upon that and have something special. I mean, look at what they did with Rainbow Six Siege. Like, come on. I don't know. Was it just me? Maybe. Oh, come on. There we go. Nice. I finally got one. I got one. Oop. Take your medicine.
Alert. Infection progress halted.
There we go. Alright, get your med kit. Think about that's just about all I can do. I'll do the custom P4. I'll do that with a M60. Oh, dang, I don't have enough. Oh no, that sucks. Oh no. I was really wanting a purple holster, but whatever. I'll get it from that other guy's corpse. I'll pry it from his dead fingers. Alright, get my... Oh, can't even do that. Don't forget your jacket. Alright, +3, +7, +6, +7. I mean, I guess I could do all three. There we go. Put the bigger magazine on the LMG because it actually does matter on the LMG. It's not a big enough difference on the AR, but between like a 55 and a 53 on an LMG, that's the difference between a few bullets. Where on an AR, that would be the difference between like maybe one bullet. Oh, don't want to go that way. Whatever. I'll go this way.
Warning. Vital signs indicate probable infection. Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
Ooh, that M60 kicks. Kicks like a mule.
Core body temperature drop.
Oh, I got a purple. Ooh, purple knee pads. Nice. Hold up. Ah, dang it. Never mind. False alarm. We suck again. Alright, let's go pick up this dude's loot. Get out of here. I'm already at negative 22 for clothing, so I'm already max. I'll make sure I get max gear score, and then we'll kill all of the hunters. I don't need the survival caches, so I'm not gonna farm for those. But I will do the hunters. I do enjoy doing the hunter kills. Faux show. Alright. Ooh, piece candy. Let's keep this moving. Oh, crap. Where? To my right? Where are you at?
Warning. Immune response detected. Infection imminent.
I see.
Alert. Infection
Gotcha. Alright. How much further? Jeez. Oh my gosh, this guy died way up there. Holy moly. Okie dokie. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you for dropping by Survival Sunday. Hope you're enjoying this week's program. And if you are, make sure you hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing. We just hit 66,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And we just, I think we just hit over 18 million views. Some crazy, crazy support going on right now. I do appreciate it. It's really fun. And it shows that this community's here. I mean, it's for the Division. And what sucks is the current state of which the Division is in. And that's the part that just really just hurts me. Oh, hurt. Of course it's a fire. There we go.
warning. Vital signs indicate probable infection. Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
Nearly there. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Where's that? Oh, I see. Jeez Louise. What was that all about? Still can't believe this guy is so far up north. Way up here. It's like taking me 20 minutes just to get over to his body. That's a purple.
Warning. Immune response. Protection imminent.
Stay away from those purples. They hit really hard.
Infection
Like
progress
really,
halted.
really hard. Boodum, boodum. Come on. Yo, where's this loot? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? If I were a big bag of loot. Oh, I can't jump in there? Why can I not jump in there? That was weird. If I was a big bag of loot, where would I be?
Warning. Infection detected. Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
Where is this guy's loot? I ran all the way up here. I need to find it. I know he died. It was like somewhere like right here. It's over there. Okay. Let's see if I can retrace his steps somehow. Ouch. What? It's the same spot I just started.
Warning. Immune response
Stay
detected.
up on your medicine.
Infection imminent.
Come on.
Alert. Infection progress halted.
I will find this body. is it? There's no way he just dropped it and didn't. I think he would be underground. Might be underground. That's possible. That is possible. Okay. Let's see that. And this is what makes the Division even better. The underground. Do you know how much money they would make is if they just made an expansion to where it was just underground
Vital signs
stuff?
indicate probable infection.
Like if you did a Dark Zone expansion
Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
and all you did was add the exact same amount of space in each Dark Zone but a underground part, that would immediately change your problems with how small it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... Where would he be? Way down here? There's no way. He was way down here. Oh shit, he was. Someone hit these. Oh, there he is. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I found it. I found you. Let's go, dude. Nice. I just got all of his stuff. Yes. There we go. Now we're sitting pretty.
Warning. Immune response detected. Infection imminent.
Oh, hold up. Medicine, medicine, medicine. There we go.
Alert. Infection progress halted.
There we go. Okay. Looking good, looking good. So let's get out of here. I think we're ready for the Dark Zone. I just need to hit a hideout. There we go. Found one. Oh, this is like a whole landmark, huh? There we go. Bye-bye. Nice. I love the old
Vital signs
advertisement.
indicate probable infection.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Alert. Infection temporarily stabilized.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I don't know where I am. I'm underground. Apparently I'm taking on another landmark. Ah, exit.
detected. Alert. Infection progress halted.
Uptown? No, 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 no. Hurt. Exit. There we go. Dang, finding that guy's stash was like an
Core
adventure.
temperatures below optimal
That's
levels.
crazy. Ooh, piece of candy. I'm sorry, guys. Baby just woke up. My bad. Like I said, I was doing this while the kids are sleeping. And the baby's banging on the wall. His bedroom's right next to my little office setup. He's making it very known that he is up and ready to hang out. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I am going to say farewell. And I am going to find an NPC and end this game really quick so I can go back to adulting. If you've made it this far, thank you. I'm sorry to end Survival Sunday this way, but you know, it is what it is. It's okay. Oh, that's not going to kill me. Dang it. I need a frag grenade. Or just an enemy.
Detecting lowering of core body temperature. Threat of
Like
hypothermia
anywhere.
increased.
Ooh.
Warning. Infection detected.
There we go. Alright.
I heard something.
But anyways, I do apologize. I'm going to end the game here and get out of here. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Enjoy your time. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one.
Phantom trauma detected. Notifying division.
Alright. Dead Von Doom needs to go back to Daddy Duty. Let's see what we got here. What, like 5,000? 4,000? Yeah. Alright, well. Alright, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. And let me know your thoughts about everything I was talking about. But alright. See ya. Peace out.